Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Aging Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to learn how to create this creative text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugins but with the help of simple and cool tips and tricks inside of After Effects. And you can find the project files of this animation on my Patreon page. Link is available in the description. You can easily go there and purchase it if you want. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. All links are available in the description, and you can join my Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, advanced After Effects tutorials, etc. etc. And it will be a support for this channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and we are going to call it as always a main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920. Height I'm going to choose 1080. Frame rate is 30. And duration I'm going to choose around 1 minute long duration. And background color, let's choose white color and simply hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title section. Then I'm going to select my text tool and I'm going to type my first text, which is motion. You are free to choose whatever font you want. I'm going to choose this black font, and they just expanded and black color. And let's reduce the font size. Let's select this text and press Ctrl Alt Home, which is a shortcut key to align anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally, and then align it vertically. Just for now. Then I'm going to select my rectangle tool, and this time I am going to choose, uh, let's do one thing. We will choose red color just for now. Then by holding shift, I'm going to create one rectangle. Now select this rectangle and press Ctrl or Home again. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. And let's bring this downward like that. Then we will select this text layer, press V, which is a shortcut key for selection. Zoom it a little bit like that. And let's select this and let's try to bring this downwards in such a way that the edge of this should touch the edge of this rectangle. Then select this text, hit Ctrl D, press S, unlink this, and let's make this -100 on this y value. Press P for position, and let's bring this over here. At the same time, it's just like previous one, it should touch this area like that. Okay. Now I'm going to select this and select both the layers and make it apparent with the shape layer. Select the shape layer, press R for rotation, and let's rotate it on this axis. As you guys can see, we are getting this, reversible. So what we can do, I'm going to select this layer and on press S, and we are going to press -100 on this axis as well. And now if I select the shape layer and if I rotate it, obviously we will get same text. Okay, like that. Now what I'm gonna do, let's select these two layers and let's remove this formatting. I'm going to right click new and create one null object. Select these two motion layers, hit Ctrl D to bring, and let's bring this at the top and let's get it apparent with this null. This null object is properly at the center. Then select this null object and press R for rotation and let's rotate it on in 90 degree like that. And now I'm going to delete this null object. We don't need that. And now let's select all of these text layers and let's make it apparent with this shape layer. Select this shape layer, press R for rotation, and just we need to check it out whether at the bottom all text are properly readable or not. So yes, they are readable. So let's link this G. Okay. Now I'm going to hide this layer over here. Then hit Ctrl K to open the project settings and I'm going to choose black color like that. Select all the layers and let's choose white color for this text. For this and this one, I'm going to choose somewhere around this yellowish, neon, not yellowish, but neon green color like that. Now, what I'm going to do, and want to animate this what we call rectangle over here. So for now, I'm going to hide the text layers, and I'm going to select this shape layer, and I'll press T for position. I'll select those position keyframes, right click, and let's choose separate dimensions. And then I'm going to create one keyframe on Y. Then I'll press Ctrl R to bring one ruler, and I'm going to bring this line over here. Zoom in a little bit, and let's try to bring this line properly. It should touch the bottom of this rectangle. Now I'm going to select this line, and I'll press R for rotation to create one keyframe. Now hit U, and let's go somewhere around 1 second, and I'm going to rotate it on 90 degree. Then I'll go to 2 seconds. I'm going to rotate it on 180 degree, like that. Then I'll go to 3 seconds, and I'm going to make this 270 degree. Then at 4 seconds, I'm going to make this 360 and hit OK. Okay. So obviously we will get this kind of rotation. Then I'm going to select those keyframes, and when I hit F9 to easily ease those keyframes. So there is ease out moment. Then I'm going to go in graph editor, right click, and make sure that you are going to choose edit speed graph. Select this graph. By holding shift, we are going to move one handle at this point and one handle at this point. Then we are going to get something like that. Then we have to make sure this animation, these keyframes are properly on 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second. Now I'll go at 1 second, and I'm going to create one keyframe on Y position. Then I'll go to the start. I'll zoom in a little bit, and I'll hit page down button 2 times. And now I'll zoom in a little bit, and we have to make sure the bottom of this rectangle should touch the edge of, this line. So with the help of arrow keys, I try to move this upward. So automatically on one Y keyframe, there is gonna one keyframe. Hit page down button again 2 times, and move your arrow keys and try to bring this up, and it should touch the bottom line. Again, hit page down button 2 times. Press the upper arrow. Again, page down button 2 times. Press upper arrow. Again, 2 times. Let's bring this upward. Again, 2 times. Let's bring this upward. Again, 2 times. Let's try to bring this over here. Again, 2 times. This time I'm going to move this downwards. Again, 2 times. This time let's move downwards. Again, 2 times. Move this downwards. Again, 2 times. In this downwards. Move this downwards. Again, 2 times. Let's make this. Let's move this. Okay. So now let's make this fit and check it out. We are gonna get this kind of stuff. Now I'm going to alt click on the stopwatch, and I'm going to search for lookout expression, and I'll copy that expression, and I'm going to apply that and this rotation as well. So what will happen? I'm gonna get this kind of animation throughout my entire portion like that. Okay. So this animation is in the form of loop. And one thing we need to understand that our animation is in the form of loop at 4 seconds. Okay. Keep in mind, just to reminder, I'm going to bring one marker over here like that. Okay. And you can simply press N as well over here. Then we are going to enable all of this comps, text layers, and then we will hide this here. Okay. So now because all of this text are paired with this one, we are going to get something like that. Then I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to press Ctrl Shift C, which is a shortcut key for precom. I'm going to call it as text animation and hit OK. Okay. So we'll get this animation continuously. Press F4 and enable this icon. Press S and let's increase the size of this text like that. Okay. Then hit Ctrl D, press S, and let's move this over here. Again, hit Ctrl D, press S, and let's try to adjust the scale one by one. Okay. You can and adjust the scale the way you want. I'm going to add it something like that. Again, hit Ctrl D, and let's bring this over here like that. Again, hit Ctrl D. Let's bring this over that. Over here. Again, hit Ctrl D, and let's bring this over here like that. Okay. So if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Again, hit Ctrl G. Let's try to adjust the scale a little bit. Again, hit Ctrl D. Let's adjust the scale a little bit. Okay, let's make this pink. Okay, so if we check it out this, we will get this kind of animation. Okay, then let's hit U to minimize this, zooming a little bit. Let's go somewhere around 5 frames. Select all of them, hold Alt, close square bracket, and let's trim up to this. Then right click, keyframe assistance, sequence this, hit OK, and let's increase the duration of it. Okay, like that. So as you guys can see, we are gonna get this kind of stuff, but I think the distance between these is too much. So let's reduce it up to somewhere up to 2 say frames. Then again, right click keyframe assistance equals curves and hit OK. And let's increase the duration of it. Okay. So we'll get this kind of animation. Okay. Like that. So it's totally up to you how much distance you want. I try to bring this maximum because I will like chaos. Okay. So let's bring this totally up like that and let's try to bring this over here. And now this animation is going to be in the form of loop like that. Okay. Now another thing I want to do, I'm going to select this text animation path which is in project window. I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. I'll go inside this. I'm going to select this as well as this. And this time instead of red, I'm going no, I mean instead of gray, I'm going to choose this red color. Okay. Then I'm going to select those alternate layers like that. Okay. And by holding Alt, I'm going to replace those. So now if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Or instead of that, what you can do, you can select these two layers, you can make them white and select these two layers and you can make them red or you can go with blue as well. It's totally up to you which color combination you want. I'll go with this one and if you check it out this now, we will get something like that. Okay. If you disable this layer and if you check it out this animation, we will get I think the same kind of stuff like that. And you can go inside this, select all of them and enable the motion blur. Similarly in this one, enable the motion blur, so you will get that motion blur effect over here as well. Okay, like that. And as you guys can see, this animation is going to be in the form of loop like that. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of a looping text animation inside of After Effects.